Before giving a try, I want to feel like a lion trying to get out of the cage, because that's what is required to be like in the crux. But lower part is different. Featuring mostly underclings, you tend to be pretty powerful, but you have a help of technical knee bars. So you need to be tensed with your calves and feet, gentle with the rubber on your knees, and quite relaxed with your arms, but not too much. Otherwise, you just slip. Your biceps can't be too tensed, but it can't be too relaxed. You just have to go somewhere in between. From the second knee bar, you make a big reach into the crimp. If I trust my left knee enough, I can release and relax my right hand for half a second. While I rest my right hand, the right foot is in the air, and once I touch the wall again with the right foot, I generate enough momentum and get the crimp. What a glorious sound! This sound marks a change of the rhythm as well as relief, since the low percentage part is over. The lion in me wakes up a little bit. You get into the stand start position and full autopilot mode is on. You just slap your way up the wall. Bum, 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 in the exact pace. No thinking of potential slip from the tricky heel. Moves are quite easy, but thinking and hesitating cost a lot of energy. You can't be emotional, you just kind of passively wait for this section to be over. And then there is the famous Baffe move. It's really big and really far. But less noise you make with your Baffe, the more you know the game is on. There's a very precise spot to grab. You absolutely have to first slap and then readjust. One spot for the back three, one spot for the index, and one spot for the thumb. And now comes the crux. Kick your left heel to the left, switch your right heel for toe. That moment, rationality tells you it makes absolutely no sense. You feel like a fly smashed against the wall, unable to move and unable to control the fall. You're fully stretched, every limb of your body is on the limit on quite poor holds and footholds. But with a little wave-like movement, you go quite fast into the crimp. It is less than 90-degree edge in the middle of a 60-degree overhang. I crimp it violently and slap my right hand up the sloper to find a particular spot of two slopey 1mm edges. In most unlikely manner, you just drag your right foot, never letting the squeezing tension go, all the way to a small in-cut foothold. If your left heel hasn't slipped by now, you just release it and try super hard. Make sure your stomach is empty, otherwise it can result in an accident in your underwear. All you have to do now is the last two hard moves. But by now you have completely lost the friction and you can only fight it by just crimping harder with your left hand and squeezing really hard. The lip is quite juggy and mental to the top is about 60.
So the highest start, the island, was opened quite a few years ago by Dave Graham, and the first moment I saw Dave climbing it on the video, it just looked so sick. And I thought like, wow, I really have to come here and give it a try. And already back then it was rumored that there is a potential sit start into it, which was thought to be like the project of Fontainebleau. So later on, quite a few years later, when Simon Lorenzi finally claimed the first ascent of the Big Island sit start, aka Soudain Seul, I thought, yeah, this could be a good challenge, and this could be the goal of the winter. So I quickly realized that Soudain Seul has some specific moves and styles. For example, this left really low heel I thought was actually way more butt intense. So we figured with my physiotherapist Marketa some special exercises to increase the power in my butt. And you know, I climbed a lot in the full arm span, which is probably a position which you don't really climb so often. And just in the crux move, going into the crimp, it's very difficult to kind of engage your shoulder blade and keep your shoulder lower. So that was another exercise that I was practicing a lot and definitely felt like it helped a lot.
Allez, allez. Nice. Allez.
Ah!
Allez. Come on.
Fuck, this fan is cheating! It's incredible!
Ah yes.
Like, what the fuck?
Yes. I told you. I told you.
What the fuck?
I told you.
What the fuck? Like, I could. Like, I couldn't focus on finishing the climb, just thinking, like, what the fuck is this with this man? Oh my god.
He was so efficient in his sessions. Like after 1 hour, oh, he's struggling like everybody. Then he finds a solution, and okay, the solution is in the bag, and he improves in only 1 session. He improves a lot. It goes very quick, finding betas and solutions for every problems. And after 1 session of 5 hours, for example, I think about the session, and it seems that it was 1 week of investigation on the boulder. That was very impressive.
Ah!
Allez, 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 allez.
Ah!
Allez. Allez, allez. Oh.
When I was trying Soudain Seul for the first time, I just brought a lot of different shoes, and honestly, I did not really expect it that I will end up doing it in Ondra Comp. I expected to climb it either in Solution or Solution Comp, but due to the left toe hook and the tricky heel hooks and also the right foot squeeze in the crux, I found out that both Ondra Comp shoes for left and right just work the best. I designed these shoes, Ondra Comp, specifically for the indoor modern style of bouldering, because I really wanted to have the perfect shoe for smearing on the slopers, and at the same time have a really good toe hooking, really good heel hooking, and something that we called smedging, which is basically smearing on a tiny but very slopey foothold. I think this is predominantly a shoe which works the best for indoor climbing.
Before giving a try, I want to feel like a lion trying to get out of the cage,
because that's what is required to be like in the crux.
The lion in me wakes up a little bit.
The crux is the Baffe. In French we say la Baffe. It's big and really far, but Adam est trop fort. The crux is the Baffe. In French we say la Baffe. It's big and really far, but Adam est trop fort.
And then there is the famous Baffe move. It is big, really far.
Even you use the big fan, you know I'm still a big fan. In Fontainebleau you are the best, y'a que Charlot qui peut test. Even you use the big fan, you know I'm still a big fan. In Fontainebleau you are the best, y'a que Charlot qui peut test.
Your biceps can't be just tensed like this. You are fully stretched. Every limb of your body is on the limit.
My hands were almost too dry and I just dry fired. I don't know how to tell if it was dry fire, but I can do it. Yes. I thought I would do it actually. After getting the crimp, I was so solid.
The French say it's a Baffe, and I think it makes this very characteristic sound. It's far. With my arm span of 187 centimeters, it feels like almost on the limit. I think you need to be 182 to have a chance. And it's very important to do this move like with a margin, and there are many different ways how to hold it. So what I find maybe the most impressive piece of this boulder is this feature, which, you know, from the videos it looks like a perfect sloper. It looks like you can't really help with the finger strength, but there are little bumps, you know, and it really helps to have strong fingers and really helps to be very precise with your fingers. So I think everybody kind of uses a different method, somebody more like open-handed, but I definitely feel like my strength is more like a full crimp or open crimp. So for me it's really important to find the best spot for the pinky and the ring finger. The middle finger doesn't go into the best spot, and the index finger there is like a little bump. But the most important for me is that I don't have the thumb here, but I have the thumb here. Ultimately that results in slapping and always readjusting. So this is the position where I can really feel that I can compensate a lot with my thumb. But now, here comes the crux. You have everything settled, everything is perfect. You slap, you readjust, and from this heel hook, you make this heel hook. But this is like a heel hook which feels like really far away, and I feel like, you know, the chain of this leg works in a slightly different way. So you have to put it there, it's really low, and you have to switch your heel into toe, and it's really hard to do it quickly and precisely enough. So you make this slap, you put this left heel, you switch, and then you do the crux move, which is going into this incredible crimp. Then you are just looking at the crimp and it feels like there's no way I can do the move.
Moves are easy.
The crux is the Baffe. In French we say la Baffe. It's big and really far, but Adam est trop fort. The crux is the Baffe. In French we say la Baffe. It's big and really far, but Adam est trop fort.
Bum, bum, bum. What a glorious sound. Bum, bum, bum. What a glorious sound. Bum, bum, bum. What a glorious sound. Bum, bum, bum. Moves are easy.
So how is it your first 9A?
Well, feels good. Bouldering doesn't suck. It's actually quite nice, especially in Fontainebleau.
So I always kind of, I don't say avoided bouldering, but always thought of like bouldering as something less important than sport climbing. But to be honest, of course, the dream of climbing currently the world's hardest bouldering rate was big, and I have to say I really enjoyed it, and it makes me motivated to actually find in the future something which is absolutely on my limit and spend maybe more days on a single boulder problem than just 5 days.
Ahoj, tak jsem to vylez. Až na třetí pokus. Ahoj, Jogi.
Já taťka vylezl ten boulder, co chtěl vylízt.
Would you be excited for dinner tonight? I invite, and Caro, of course.
I think I cannot refuse.
Okay.
Salut, bravo. The bad karma is over.
The first big. Now I need to get done the second big as well.
The second big. Ah yes, the first big. Yeah, absolutely.
Moves are easy.
The crux is the Baffe. In French we say la Baffe. It's big and really far, but Adam est trop fort. The crux is the Baffe. In French we say la Baffe. It's big and really far, but Adam est trop fort.
Bum, bum, bum. What a glorious sound. Bum, bum, bum. What a glorious sound. Bum, bum, bum. What a glorious sound. Bum, bum, bum. Moves are easy.